yesterday, well, let me just say the past couple weeks it's been really busy. Stuart hasn't had time to buck up any more wood for me because he's working on another project, which we'll have a video out here soon on. But it's a huge deal for us. It's something that we really needed. And we're hoping that it's going to be ready for this winter. So he's been working on that, and we've been concerned about the amount of wood that we have for this winter. It's supposed to be, from what everybody's saying, it's probably going to be a really rough winter. And so we were concerned with how much wood that we have. So we ended up buying some, they're called seconds, of the pressed stuff, of the pressed logs. So they're broke in different pieces, and they sell them by the ton. We got them in Bonners Ferry. We got a ton of them for $150, which isn't that bad. You know, a full log, they're saying it's supposed to have a 4 or 5 hour burn time. We've burned some of them. Not sure about them yet, but we'll see what happens. So we ended up buying a ton of those, and I offloaded them from the truck yesterday. That was kind of a pain because they come in this great big giant bag. We're actually going to save the bag. We might be able to use it for something because it's a big canvas bag, and it's even got handles on the top. It's huge. So who knows, might be able to use it for something, but I didn't want to cut down the size of the bag and ruin it, so we can use it for something else. So it was kind of hard to dig out in the bag, and I was setting them on the tailgate and then putting them in the cart and then wheeling them over and stacking them onto the pallets that we have out front of the cabin. And Stuart's going to get a really big tarp for that, so we can completely cover it all the way in the front and the sides, so those pressed logs don't get wet, because that'll definitely ruin them. I've been working on trying to get a bunch of cleanup done. We've just got so much on this property that needs to be taken care of, and every time you plan on doing something, something else happens. So today we have Stuart had to fix our portable garage here. This is what we have been using for wood storage, but we're not going to be, we'll use this for overflow, not this year because we don't have overflow, but it'll be for overflow maybe the next year if this one survives this year. There's already a lot of tears and stuff in it, but it had ended up blowing down the hill, and Stuart had to fix it, so it's back up. I've been putting our kindling in there, and we've got all these pieces of scrap wood. There was a whole bunch more laying on the ground, but I've been breaking them down and putting them inside of there because they make great kindling. They came with, Stuart had bought a trailer load of scrap wood from a cabinet maker, I think it was, and this was leftover. That was from the first year that we were here on the property. So those, some of them are kind of wet. Actually, they don't look bad now. Some of them were wet, but once I break them up and put them in there, we'll use them as for kindling when we run out of the other stuff. So that works. Plus we got logs laying around, so I'm just going to organize up here a little bit. Now it looks much better. I raked up in front of the portable garage thingy here, raked around the tree just to get some of the leaves and branches out of the way. Those branches are a tripping hazard when you're on a hill, or a tripping hazard anyway, right? So, and I've got it all piled up here. We'll let that sit and see how much we can get to decompose, because there's a lot of wood and leaves and stuff in there. Got our straw covered. All that kindling I broke up is stacked right here. And then in these barrels I'm putting bark. We lost a turkey the other morning. We don't know what happened. I heard a loud noise before I'd let them outside, or before I had let them out there, so they were still in the coop. And I opened up the coop to let them out, and the turkey was on the ground, and I don't know. I don't know if it flew off the roost and hit the wall or hit the ceiling and broke its neck. I have no idea what happened. So we're down to 2 turkeys. We're pretty sure one is a tom and one is a hen. Just feel bad when we lose our birds. We've got a guinea that has a hurt leg. I don't know where it's at right now, but it was fine yesterday, and then all of a sudden it's not using its leg. These birds keep hurting themselves. Gabby, whoa, she was walking around by, we have an old shed that fell down from the previous owner, and slowly but surely we've been trying to clean up that area. But there's still some roofing tin on the ground, and she was walking around in that area, and she put a gash in her leg. It was actually a really bad gash. If you don't want to see the picture of it, please fast forward a little bit, because it is kind of gruesome. But she ended up cutting through her tendon and into her joint. So we had to take her to the vet, and she got 3 internal stitches for her tendon and then 4 outer stitches. And she's been a little trooper. So that night, after the medication and stuff wore off from the vet, you can definitely tell she was in a lot of pain. She didn't want to put any weight on it at all. It was hard to get her out to go to the bathroom. But then the next day she was walking around like normal. So now it's the challenge of keeping her calm and not letting her jump around and spaz out because she wants to play, and ripping that tendon again. So she's not coming outside with me and Goose when I'm doing stuff outside. I actually have her in the kennel, so that way she doesn't jump around and hurt herself again. That's all I'm doing for today. I've got to go cook dinner and check Gabby's leg. You guys have an awesome night. Till next time, please don't forget to subscribe and comment and share our videos, because we love it when you share. Sharing is good. Okay, bye.